Hey there, everyone. We're going to have a fantastic time together this week. And as we spend our time together, I want y'all to think. I want you to think about how you start your morning. There's a reason why. Part of every single morning, I devote 1 solid hour to myself. And that gives me time to reflect. It gives me time to get in touch with the spiritual side of who I am, and that's my me time. But what I've done is I've incorporated daily devotionals, and I'm a massive, massive Bog Goff fan. And every day I read a devotional out of his book called Catching Whimsy. It's 365 days of possibility. And I'm going to ask us to think about our time together today, and as you reflect upon the coming week, what's the possibility? What is the possibility? What happens if I incorporate a daily devotional into kickstarting my morning? There's a reason being. One of the devotionals I just recently read was titled this: Can you find purpose over balance? Can you find purpose over balance? And I know this. I struggle with it. I'm sure many of y'all struggle with it. But many of us are always asking, how do I find work-life balance? And I'll tell you this. This is a question I often ask of myself. But this got me to reflect. Bog Goff's devotional got me to reflect upon work-life balance with a twist. And as if we remember, the question that he'd asked in the very beginning is, can you find purpose over balance? But then right below that, he said this: start pursuing purpose before you tip over trying to find balance. I'm going to repeat that one again. Start pursuing purpose before you tip over trying to find balance. Because as it states in Psalm 127, verse 2, it is useless to work so hard from early morning until late at night, anxiously working for food to eat. For God gives us rest to his loved ones. Spend any amount of time in sales, and you're going to uncover this. Sales is not for the weak at heart. And Bog Goff really got me thinking, and he challenged me. He challenged me deeply on 2 questions. And those are the questions I'm going to challenge you all this week. The first question is this: is what I'm considering loving and lasting? And I deeply reflected on that. Is what I'm considering, is what I'm doing right now, loving and lasting? I believe it is. I'm going to ask you the exact same question to reflect upon. Is what you're considering, is what you're doing, loving and lasting? Here's the second question. You ready? Does it merely change your life for the better today, or could it impact someone else's life forever? Does it merely change your life for the better today, or could it impact someone else's life forever? And I believe what I'm doing and what I'm considering is loving and lasting. And I believe here at Selling from the Heart and what we're creating and this movement, it changes people's lives for the better, and it'll impact their lives for the better. I'm going to ask you all this week, as you deeply reflect upon this, is what you're doing right now loving and lasting, and is it having a positive impact on people? And since this is a sales-centric message, is what you're doing having a positive impact on your clients and your future clients? So I'd like for us all to reflect upon this week. Is what you're doing in your professional life loving and lasting? I believe this. I really sincerely believe this. If you take our time together to heart, you can positively and with purpose affect the lives of your clients as you guide them to do better business. I sincerely thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me this week. It was a reflective message, but it was a deep one. I do know this. Together we are all making a difference. That's what we do here at Selling from the Heart. It's about positively impacting the lives of others, because I believe success happens when I contribute to a greater cause. Together we're elevating the sales profession. We're eradicating all the empty suits that plague this sales world, because I do know this. Your clients and your future clients, they'd rather connect to and do business with a sales professional who deeply sells from the heart, who gives a rip, who has their best interests at heart, as opposed to a sales rep who is an empty suit. Have an amazing week.